What's going on, guys? Really Thought here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the meta car for each class and touch on the solar crown. Now, I might do another video because there really is more than one meta car per class, but I'm going to show you what I think is the best in today's video. So let's get into it. Starting off in Daily Driver, we have the Audi TDUSC Coupe. This thing has been the meta daily driver ever since the game came out. It can be purchased at the German cars dealership for $305,000. This thing is amazing. There's like one or two daily driver races it can't do, but by the time you have those done and have the money for this, those races won't be a problem. This thing can then do basically any other daily driver race. Its PI is low enough that it qualifies for a lot of them, but it also has enough PI to build with upgrades that you can do the ones that you get like level 60 that require like 700 PR, or at least max. You want to be close to the max. So this thing is definitely the best daily driver without a doubt. I would say there is one extra thing with this car that I like, is that it has off-road tires. Not all cars come with off-road tires. I think most daily drivers do, but this thing is amazing off-road, especially with its good acceleration. Moving on to cross-country, we have the Lamborghini Urus. Now, the thing with the Lamborghini Urus is that you can only unlock it at level 40, since it is found in the Lamborghini dealership right here. So in the meantime, you have two options. Number one is to go with the buggy here for 205,000. It's good, but it got nerfed, so it's really only good at the lower PIs now. Or you can go with the Porsche Cayenne Turbo E3. It's a good choice, though I didn't buy it personally since I used the buggy and the Range Rover from the, I think, Silver Sharps edition or something. One of the pre-order editions. If you have that, you can use that. Otherwise, I'd get the Porsche Turbo or the buggy. And then once you get to a higher level, you can then use the Lamborghini Urus, as this is good for the higher PR cross-country races, which you get obviously later on into the game. This thing is great though, just because it has a really good top speed, and with a versatile gearbox, this thing can handle any course, whether it's corners or straights, and it does really well. So this is definitely the best cross-country if you are a high enough level to get it. If not, then you should get it once you can. Moving on to Grand Tourer, we have the Porsche Taycan S Cross Turismo. This thing is actually broken. This should be nerfed. It's an electric car, so obviously it has super fast acceleration, but the problem I have with this thing is it's basically unbeatable. Since it has really good acceleration, if you slap on like a long gearbox and like a race transmission out of a corner, you can pull ahead and just start building a lead, and it makes it basically unbeatable by any other car, because none of the other cars have that fast acceleration in G-Class. And so this thing will just take off, and it will go, and it'll build a lead while you'll never even see the thing again. If you're racing another player on this thing, and they're good at the game, at least somewhat, you won't win. Unless you're using this. Of course, then that's different. But yeah, this thing I think should be nerfed, but for now, it's the Meta Grand Tour. It's available at the German Performance Dealership, all the way down here, for about 1.2 million. And it does almost every Grand Tour race. Moving on to supercars, we have a couple of options here. I wanted to highlight the Jaguar F-Type SVR Coupe. If you have I believe it's a gold edition only, and you have this thing is the best car at lower PIs. It absolutely destroys everything because it's great all around. But if you don't have the gold edition, I think the best supercar is probably going to be the Aventador SVJ. This thing is great because it has a great top speed and pretty good acceleration. This thing can do almost any high PR supercar race, and it'll do really well. However, there is one problem, and that's that its PI is 740, and some of the supercar races require 700 or below. I recommend for that going with the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. The flow capsule you can only get at level 60 by doing the expert task, but it's the exact same car, it just looks a little bit different, which really you can just change that. If you have like a livery, just put on, you know, like like the same paint color and it looks like the same car. The Huracan's great though because it is also a good all-rounder, but it has even better acceleration than the Aventador SVJ, so I think it's almost better. It also handles really good with the corners. The SVJ gets understeer. Huracan, no understeer. It turns great, and it's probably one of the best supercars. Now for hypercars, this one's pretty easy. It's going to be the Lotus Evija. This thing is also electric, which gives it an insane acceleration, But the thing with this thing is it also has insane top speed, like 260 miles an hour or something like that with slicks. I think without slicks it's like 237 or 238, which is insane already. But the fact that this thing can hit that in like, 20 seconds or whatever, or even less, is just absolutely crazy because this thing also has low PI, which means it can do any supercar race, or a hypercar race, sorry, and it basically will win. You do have to watch out with the handling of this thing, and the braking is pretty bad, but overall, this thing is so fast on any sort of straight that it's basically going to beat out anything else. I will say the other best car I think is going to be the either this one here, which is the Chiron Supersport 110 and the Bugatti, or the Veyron Supersport, wherever that is in my garage. I can't find it, so right down there. That's it for today's video. If you guys found it enjoyable, helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.